the Canyon Springs High School Library in North Las Vegas, welcome to Library Makerspace Podcast. I'm Dre Rice, alongside Easton Drayton, Dr. Rico, and our producer, Brody Stokes. This podcast discusses everything and anything in the library and much more. We have a full slate today. Easton, what's happening on the program?
We have a visit from our social studies teacher extraordinaire, Mr. Long.
Yes, indeed. Dr. Rico, what else?
Welcome.
Oh, yes.
Good to be here.
Snaps.
Yes, indeed. What else is going on?
The Library News Minute segment. So we have a lot to cover, and let's get stuck in it.
Okay.
Welcome.
Let me go ahead and...
We're doing our first one.
Oh, are we doing this first?
See,
okay.
one, and then
Sorry,
we didn't rehearse today.
we did not.
Hey, no, let's just go
You know,
off,
New
not
Year.
locked in.
off the bat. We're good.
Yeah, you're
we're
first
freestyling it.
Yeah,
we love that.
And also, Jesus is helping us out today.
Absolutely, our new
Jesus behind the
cameraman.
camera.
Shout out to
nice.
Jesus.
All
Might
right, very
do
nice.
some on-air
Jesus.
stuff too.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's start off simple. Who are you?
Who are you?
Who am I?
Who are
Yes.
I am Mr. Long. No, well, I am Vince Long. All right.
Okay.
I teach AP World and Regular World here at Canyon Springs. I've been teaching here for like 3 years now. I love the place, love the students. I mean, look at you guys. You guys are awesome individuals doing
Thank you, thank you.
podcasts.
Thank you.
Dr. Rico is an awesome individual here too, so shouts out to him and the library staff here. You know, I mean, all the staff here is really great. But I mean, overall, I'm just a simple man, simple dude here to just have some fun and learn.
That's
Okay,
very important.
okay. So me and Mr. Long actually have a past together. We, go back to 2009. I used to record girls soccer, was it? Or boys soccer?
Girls soccer.
Girls soccer. He was the co-captain, co-manager,
I would say a coach.
JV
Usually captain.
coach.
JV coach. That's
Yeah,
it. You
captains
were
are
the
on the
JV
team.
coach,
JV
and I used
coach.
to record. And we haven't talked in a bit. But how was that going? Are you still coaching?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to be the JV coach next year. Our soccer program, both the men's and the women's, have been doing really successful in the
glad to
last
hear
2
that.
years. I don't want to take all of the credit, but no, I'm just kidding. I mean, we have Coach Perino, we have Coach Griffin, Coach Ruiz that are part of the whole soccer program, and I think the ability of us to relate to the players and also show a little bit of fun, but at the same time a little bit of discipline, it really shows in the way that we play. So that's really nice. And I'm pretty sure we're going to make playoffs next year. We did go the furthest this year for the women's soccer team into the semifinals. So,
Yeah,
doing
very
pretty well.
impressive.
Yeah, doing pretty well.
They were really good when I used to record.
I haven't
so.
seen any soccer games here. I know.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
What
I want
games
to
do you
announce
see?
one someday,
announce
and just to say goal.
No,
So if I
exactly.
can announce one of your games next year,
Oh,
I would love to.
You're going to be the front runner.
I
I need
would
to
love-
hear you see golazo.
Are there any other candidates?
No, you're
this
the,
point.
You're the only one
Okay, good.
in mind.
Nice.
You got the job, Dr. Rico.
All right,
That's
yeah,
what he's
that's
trying
it.
to say.
That's it, man.
And if that doesn't work out, we could have you in the voiceover booth, and you can go crazy.
Wow.
Do as many takes as you want.
All right.
And
For
we
the
could put
daily
that on top of the
announcements.
footage. Definitely in the daily announcements.
I
that
love
would be wild.
football or soccer.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. I got a quick question. You guys have a voiceover booth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it has like the little, the sound protected
Soundproofing.
thing.
Yeah.
And you just go in there, you can just scream. No one's going to hear you.
That's
You've screamed
pretty
in there
dope.
before?
Yes. Stressful time sophomore year.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, that went dark fast. But it's a very cool room.
Very
Okay,
cool room,
duly
yeah.
noted.
There's a lot back there, actually. Like, I went in there fully, and I was like,
Right.
did not know this all existed. So it's
Yeah,
very nice back there.
We work under the government.
Don't know how I feel about that one. Anyway, moving
Anyways,
on.
okay.
Mr. Long,
Hey,
why are you a teacher? Why here? You know, what's drawing you?
that's a
To the
great
students.
question. I wasn't that great of a student when I was younger. I would get into a lot of trouble, and I just want to be able to give back to the community that gave to me. I mean, not the Vegas community per se, but, the communities that I've been in with the teachers there. I mean, Markouzis is one of the teachers that taught me. Funny story with him. It was my sophomore year. I didn't really have any friends at the school, and I knew him as my health teacher, right? So I would walk the hallways during lunch, and I saw him just in his computer, and I was like, let me go bother this guy. And usually, some teachers are just like, no, it's my lunch, but he welcomed me with open arms, and he accompanied me through like 2 weeks until I could actually find friends. So, I just want to be able to do the same thing, just be able to support individuals that don't necessarily have that support.
It's
Why
a great
world?
That
story.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Why do you teach world?
Well, I love to travel. and I love to share other people's cultures.
Mm.
You know, just being able to share the cultures of other individuals from around the world, you definitely gain different perspectives in life from that, for sure.
Mr.
Especially
Grillo,
right now.
or Dr. Grillo, sorry, I don't know why I keep messing that up, also travels a lot. So I feel like you and him can go back and forth a lot.
Yeah, Dr. Rico and Dr. Grill are going to Italy, actually, in
Oh,
March.
yeah,
Sure.
no, I heard.
Yeah.
Present at a conference and
And I know that
no,
they're
that's
both
super
very
exciting.
excited for
eat
that.
cannolo or cannoli
No, there you go.
and gelati.
I mean, you're originally from there, right?
Well, my bloodline is
Right,
but,
okay.
No, my grandfather's off the boat. Actually, he took a boat. It took him 2 weeks from Palermo, Sicily, to New York.
Oh, Staten
Oh,
Island
wow.
he came through?
He
Or
came through Ellis Island.
There
yeah,
we go, yeah.
And actually, May 14th, folks, this year, it's finally coming. I will find out if I will be recognized as an Italian citizen. I've been working on
we
this for
go.
years.
Very
Thank you.
nice. Yeah, no, that's
So-
awesome.
Hopefully, I'll have that dual citizenship.
Hopefully.
Give me options for the future.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like I'm a kind of a global citizen. I've lived in 4 different countries,
That's right.
and I like to pick and choose approaches to life from all the places I've lived.
Right.
I don't think there's one way of doing things. I think there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
since
true.
you've both traveled, I want to ask you both a question. So, from where you were originally born and where you were originally raised, what was your reaction when you branched out and got introduced to a different culture? Were you shocked? Were you confused? Were you concerned, maybe? What was the reaction?
Want to go first?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I was born in Saipan, so very lax, very chill.
Can you explain Saipan?
Saipan?
'Cause a lot of people, I didn't know about Saipan until I lived in Korea 15 years ago. I had a friend who was applying for a job there.
Right.
And I was like, what? Where is this place?
Oh yeah, so I mean, Saipan is part of the Northern Marianas Islands. It is a U.S. territory. It was acquired in World War II.
Okay.
And a lot of Filipinos, Japanese, Chinese, they love to go to Saipan for one, vacation, but also to get their citizenship because it is, you know, a U.S. territory. So they're able to get their green cards over there too. I was an anchor baby. Do you guys know what that is?
Sure.
Yeah, so it's when an immigrant comes from their original country and they want their kid to have U.S. citizenship.
Okay.
And so they go to a U.S. territory to have their kid, and I was that kid. So my mom decided to go from the Philippines to Saipan to have me so I can be a U.S. citizen. Yeah, and Saipan is right next to Guam. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Guam.
I knew
think
someone
that's
from Guam in elementary school.
Yeah, there you go. That's a little bit more of a common island that people more know, but it's right next to it. So yeah, Saipan is a U.S. territory.
Okay.
And then you grew up in like Hawaii too, and you for high
Yeah,
school. and-
yeah. So I grew up there as well, near Kalihi area. So that was really nice. I didn't grow up there too long. I mean, maybe like a year or two, but I do still have family out there.
Have you
So-
visited since?
I visit every year, or at least
Oh.
I try to. I didn't visit last year,
Mhm.
but usually every year around summer or December, I try and go
That's
visit
very
them.
nice.
And then what
I've
was
never
your
been.
question about, like, culture shock
Yeah.
or
How did it feel when you branched out for the first time?
Oh, it was a very weird feeling because I'm so used to the beach. I'm so used to.
where did you go?
Oh,
so
sorry.
it's like-
I ended up going to California in San Fernando Valley
Ooh.
area.
Big change.
Yeah, super big change. The schooling was weird too.
Yeah.
Because in Saipan, I was learning cursive at a very early age, learning a lot more, I would say. But then I went to California, and they were going over things that I went over in first grade.
Oh.
But I arrived there in second grade, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is very interesting. But in a sense of just being shocked, just the environment, there are so many more different people, right? A majority of people that were in Saipan were Asian or Polynesian or something like that. So it was kind of the first time that I was looking at different ethnic groups and just trying to involve myself with them, just trying to assimilate, I guess, you know? So yeah, definitely a big shock.
What about you, Dr. Rico?
First time I went out of the country was a cruise with my grandparents, but it was to the Caribbean.
Okay.
And I didn't really immerse myself in the culture. You're on a cruise ship, you go to the beach, and you come back on the cruise ship. But the first time I wanted to immerse myself or go to a place particularly was Italy in 2000. Now, I grew up with Italian American grandfather and great grandparents, I thought I was Italian. I thought that was part of my identity. Well, when I went to Italy, I found that I was American. I wasn't Italian. However, when I went to Sicily, where most of my family is from, I have some family from, 3/4 of my blood is Sicilian,
Right.
and the other is a quarter of my family is from Calabria, which is just north of Sicily, the tip of the boot.
Okay. Pretty close.
Yeah, but Sicily is an island off the coast. When I went there, I met family for the first time, reunited with a cousin, and felt like I connected with that culture more. Maybe because of the Sicilian dialect, the food. There was just something about it. I saw where my great-grandmother was born, so I felt like a connection to my identity there. So that was, but still, I'm an outsider. Wherever I lived, Thailand, Japan, South Korea, this is the place I feel more like it's home, always, in the United States.
Why do you
Yeah.
think that is?
Well, this is where I'm raised, the language, the culture I'm more familiar with, the sports, the food, just navigating everything. This is what I know. When you go to other places, it's many times it's a whole new system,
Yeah.
whole different way of doing things, from registering your car to medical systems to going to the bank. I mean, in Japan, my bank wouldn't give me a credit card because I wasn't Japanese, right? So that was
That's
a
weird.
bit of these things happen, right?
Yeah.
These are rules, and you have to negotiate the situation. But anyhow, that's not going to happen to you in your home country, right? So it's a lot easier to navigate the waters at home always. Although I probably will retire in another country because it's just a lot cheaper and maybe more relaxed for me in Thailand. Yeah.
That's
cool.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Have you ever been outside the country?
I have. What was it, like elementary school-ish? Right before middle school, I went to
Excuse me.
Dominican Republic, and then I went
Okay.
to St. Lucia, and that was really cool. Because I've never been to an island before, so I went. I want to go again, because when I was younger, I didn't really, remember. I didn't really realize where I was. I was
Was
like,
that
ooh,
like
beach
a
and
school
water.
field trip, or was that?
Oh, it was like a family trip that we had
Okay.
taken. And so, especially St. Lucia, because the island is so small, and many people don't even know it exists in the first place. And I mean, we were on a boat. I remember seeing these the Piton Mountains, which is what they're known for, and just seeing nature in a different way, especially coming from a desert, seeing that there's more water than what you think,
Right.
So it was just really cool, and I want to travel more when I grow older.
That's
What about
reasonable.
you?
What
You
about
been
me?
anywhere? Yeah.
I've been to KFC. I've been to McDonald's. I've been to Jollibee's. No, I haven't been outside the country.
Not
but
yet.
I want to.
Where
Yeah,
would you
not
like
yet.
to
Where
go?
would you like to go?
There's so many options. There's so much land value here.
Popeyes or here?
Popeyes. Japan, maybe China, maybe specifically Tokyo.
Well, you're going to be going to university. You could study abroad. I think
You can.
UNLV
Yeah, there you
has a partner school in Japan, maybe several. Look into that.
I
Start
would.
taking Japanese classes.
Oh, me speaking Japanese would be.
That would be
Right.
amazing.
Well, you kind of have
It's
to.
listen.
You know?
I couldn't speak a word of it, and I lived there for 11 years, and I could get. I had know enough to get in and out of trouble now.
There you
So-
go. There you go.
That's where I need
So
to
you,
be.
you'll get it. But you have to immerse yourself. Yeah, you can take a class at a college here, but until you're, it's sink or swim, and you have to use it at work or to order food or to, you're lost and talk to someone. That's when you really learn the language, when you immerse yourself. Let's take a break before our computer crashes. Triple P, can we have a MacBook Pro, please? Because this air keeps crashing. Please. Triple P.